for community media, technically it's like just this. But yeah, this beat you've been listening to for the past 3-4 minutes, I made that as well. And then if at any point you're wondering like what's on, like what I'm seeing on my screen, then you'll be able to just check in here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. We got the live stream going. Okay. How's my audio sound? Check. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Honor Indigo. I am your recorded audio fundamentals teacher today, and welcome to the workshop, y'all. Today is basically going to be a real world application of some of our sound engineering skills, some of our audio skills. I'm a producer and a musical artist myself, so this is one of my passions. So I'm looking forward to getting to teach y'all today. Yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, for audio, we are going to want to make sure our microphone is connected to our computer. So that being said, we're going to need just a couple things: an audio interface, typically, as well as a mic and an XLR cable, and then option for a MIDI instrument as well, so you can sample whatever it is you're recording, if you are going the production route of things. So first, just make sure your microphone is nice and set up. For a vocalist, and typically for instruments too, you want to be between 6 to 12 inches away from the microphone. Just good practice for setting up your inputs and your outputs. Yeah, so tailor the microphone setup to whatever performance you're capturing. For a vocalist, make sure it's nice and comfy. I have mine set up for myself right here. My pop filter is about, it's right next to the diaphragm of the microphone, so that we're gonna get a nice rich sound should I record any vocals. And then, so yeah, get everything hooked up there, your XLR into your audio interface. You can get a cheap starter one from Focusrite. This is the Scarlett Solo. It's like $100. It's probably less now. And then, yeah, so that's going to be this little thing right here. And then just briefly, I'm using a condenser microphone, which is really good for picking up a wide range in the frequency spectrum. So it's good at picking up the sibilances in the human voice. They're typically used for human vocals. You can use them as overheads for bands or choruses as well. Condenser pretty much just picks up the fine details of your performance. So for vocals, you can also use a dynamic or a ribbon microphone. I'll just be focusing on the condenser for today. So yeah, once your audio interface is hooked up, your microphone is in, go ahead and get your DAW set up, which is just going to be a digital audio workspace. They have free ones, some called Audacity. Audacity is a good one. GarageBand basically is a light version of what I'm using today, which is Logic Pro for Apple users. Ableton is also a good one. The industry standard for just audio projects, for music projects, is going to be closer to Pro Tools. Anything and everything works for you. So whether you're using GarageBand or Audacity, you're pretty much good to go. Everything I'm teaching today is going to stand to be true in any realm here. So let's get our microphone inputs set up. So I've opened a session here. This is my audio track. I already have it monitoring via, what is it called? Oh yeah, so this is our little monitor button, just to make sure that our sound is coming through. So after you have your microphone set up, your musician or your vocalist is comfortable and ready to play, we're gonna gain stage and make sure that our levels are coming in good, so that they're not too hot or not too, I would say cold, but not too, let's see, just so that they're not too weak, basically. Typically with gain staging, you want to aim for anywhere between -18 and -12 decibels. That is going to keep you in a good range, so that you're not picking up too much from your noise floor, which, if we look at Google real quick, our noise floor is basically like the background sound in any room or system or space, which these microphones, condenser microphones in particular, do a really good job of picking up, which is a good and bad thing. Good for the recording, bad if you have extraneous noise you're not really looking to pick up. The gain staging is going to be where you dial your settings in to make sure you're getting the highest quality recording. So let's go here. I've recorded on the track. Let's name it Shaker. And then, we'll start with shakers. Let me see. So when I'm gain staging, I basically want to ask the performer, or if I'm the performer in this case, just basically record or perform at the level you would in the performance. So let's see. I feel like we need some rhythm, y'all. We need some harmony first. So So I have some drums here already preloaded. What I'm gonna do is create a quick progression just so that we can see, just so we can get a feel for a rhythm. And then let me see. Piano. Okay, y'all, this is our little song coming together. Do a quick quantization. Should just be... Okay, cool. Now, in this recording, there is a little bit of latency, so this might sound a little bit off, but we'll go through quantization and what that looks like, which is basically just making sure everything is on time in your recording. So let's just go ahead and try out Shaker. So it is kind of late, but what we can do here is come into what's called flex mode in Logic Pro and get everything to time. This is slicing. Let's try rhythmic. What I'm doing here is finding like my main part of the transient, and then I should be able to quantize it or get it closer to our grid. So scratch that. I think the latency is going to make this a little bit weird, so I'll just use my voice. Okay, now thinking back to our step one, our gain staging, which is going to be super important for a good quality production. And mix is going to be getting our recording between the -18, -12 decibels. So check. Okay, so I'm at about 30 decibels. So what I do is boost my gain a little bit until I'm, in between the 12 or -12 and -18 range. Coming in at 31, so I'm gonna boost the gain just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. 14. Okay, that's pretty good. I like 14, so we'll record. So look, we're coming in at 14. Now this real quick, since it did come up, it seems like we're clipping somewhere. Clipping basically just means the electric or the digital signal has gone past the main threshold. So then our signal is getting basically distorted, which is why it's red here. I think what's doing that is our drum. It's actually our organ, I think right here. Yep. Some of these stronger notes. All right, cool. Any questions from the audience so far? Yeah, no. Cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do really quick, because is I'm going to bounce this MIDI information to a waveform. Waveform is going to be pretty much like any audio file, and I'm doing that just to save CPU as well as make this a little bit easier to work with moving forward. So I'll just bounce that, we'll call it organ. And I'll do the same for this. And then we'll solo this and take a look at it. Okay, so same thing with gain staging with recorded instruments or performances is you want, before you mix or balance anything, you want your signal to be peaking at around like -12, -9 decibels max, which will give you enough headroom a little bit later on down the process of mixing to really give you the space you need to kind of like create more atmosphere out of what it is you're working on. So headroom is just going to be, like I was saying, the space or breathing room left after all of your tracks have been recorded. -12 might seem kind of quiet, but when you have 30 tracks lined up, then a bunch of tracks that are peaking at -12 adds up very quickly. So we're just going to leave that headroom of about 12 dBs for mixing later on. So this is coming in at about -12, so that's good. Okay, now from there, -9, yeah, that's cool. From there, I do want to kind of beef up the sound a little bit. So what I'll do first is just a bit of compression. We won't go too far into the like the technicalities of some of these tools. Compression is going to just bring up some of those quieter parts in your signal and then squash some of the louder parts, giving you like a more present sound, a more uniform sound. So let me see, 2. So it's about 3 dBs. Okay, y'all, so equalization is going to be the tool you use to go in and augment the frequency range of any given recording. This is our graphic EQ. It has a couple different bands, which you use to either boost or attenuate or kind of like make quieter certain frequency ranges. So as far as the organ, you can see that my main frequency is going to be in like the lower mids around here. So with that being said, if I had like a guitar or vocals that also have a pretty low mid-range heavy frequency, then I would know I can come in here and maybe attenuate this a little bit, like turn this part down for my vocal or vice versa. So the EQ is going to be a really strong tool. I'm only working with 3 instruments here, so I don't really see a need to turn anything down. If anything, I might boost the mids just a little for like a brighter sound. And then let's see, my voice, we'll rename this H-Fox. So this is on the quieter side. What we can do is come over to our gain knob right here. This is specific to the audio track selected. So it looks like the last signal that it picked up was -16. That's good. It's kind of quiet though. So 14 here. So what I'll do is boost it like 2-3 dB. See how that sounds. It's 2.5. Okay, gonna add a gate. Okay, let's circle back before we get any deeper into processing. For our people more geared to kind of just the editing aspect of audio, the first thing you want to think about is topping and tailing your audio sample or performance, and that just looks like cutting at the beginning and then fading it in, because if you have a signal that goes from 0 to any sound, any amplitude, then you'll find it clicks. I don't know if you can hear it here, but let's see. So it's a good rule of thumb this would be topping or just starting the audio recording when it starts and then fading that in and then doing the same to everything. So I'll cut that, delete that, fade this in. This is going to be a super strong tool for dialogue, fading out background music, fading things in. This is going to be this is like definitely a fundamental tool. So I'll just go through and edit that real quick. A gate also does this automatically, but we'll get into some time-based effects in a later workshop.
Okay. How long is the fading?
These fades,
like it's pretty short, right?
Yeah, and I hear frames
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good, because that's what it'll be for you. So it's really to taste. I would say start at maybe like 10 milliseconds, which might be like one little nick before like zooming in more. But just experiment with it. I would say at least 10 milliseconds though. And then so now you have a clean audio take. All right, cool. I like that. Let's get back into processing. So it's still kind of boring, kind of quiet. I'm going to use a multipressor, which is a compressor, or it's like a couple different compressors built into one. Basically, I'm just using a compressor to boost the high mids here. Control room, can we get our volume out here increased a little bit, please? Check. Okay, I think that's good. Thank you. Okay. This is still coming in hot. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Now there's a point in our recording here on the organ that looks okay on the like visually of the waveform, but you'll see it kind of spikes when we play it. So I'm using a compressor to tame that a little bit. Okay. All right, cool. Gonna bring this fader down just a hair. Okay, and then with all your tracks, before you really mix them down, you want to mix into your peaks being around -6 dBs, which will give you another 6 decibels of headroom going into like the mastering or polishing state of mixing, which is really more about just getting it loud enough for YouTube, for Spotify, for TV, wherever it is that you're publishing your sound. So typically with these, the targeted sound is going to be -12 LUFS, which is equivalent to 0 dBs. So that's pretty standard with things like Apple Music, with YouTube and Spotify. And you can invest in, or you can find like different meters to see how loud your signal is coming in. But we'll get to that part here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm thinking about just duplicating this because it sounds kind of thin to me. And then I'll move this back slightly. Welcome to class. Okay. So now that we have a solid recording, we're going to send some of these signals from our vocals to a reverb track so we can build a little bit of atmosphere here. The stock reverbs in Logic are great. I'm going to be using Valhalla. For those of you who know, you know. Let me see. I'm going with now. And then there's also a formula too for how long your decay should be, depending on your BPM. I believe it's 60,000 divided by your BPM is what you want to aim for the decay on your reverb. So if we download, or if we divide 60,000 by 110, divided by 110, so that gives us 544. It's going to be milliseconds, I believe. So about a half a second for our delay or decay on our reverb, around to 6. And this is all super preferential, but there are like certain formulas that are good to know. Okay, so now that I've created the aux track, what I'll do is route our vocals to it. So bus 4. And then we should be able to hear. Okay, I'm making one more aux track here for a delay. Tape delay is fine. You want to make sure this is all the way wet. Wet just means the effect is fully engaged. As you bring the percentage down, it's less engaged. The dry signal is the signal without the wet signal. So this is just our original signal. And if we want to hear that on the track as well, there's no need because it's the auxiliary track. About a quarter note is good. And this also checks out with our reverb too, because we divided our 110 BPM by 60,000 and got 554 or 545. So that's a quarter note for this track. Let's mix that in. Okay, now so that we don't have things clashing, I'm going to route our delay track instead of our vocal tracks to the reverb track to the delay track. That looks like just sending a signal to the delay track from the reverb track. And this is just a cleaner way of doing things. All right, and we see our signal coming in at about 6 dBs. That's perfect. That's as much headroom as we want going into our master. So perfect. Let's see what it sounds like with drums. Would y'all like to hear it a little bit louder? Yeah?
Yeah.
Would y'all, control room, would we mind turning us up a little bit more, please? Check, 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 check. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, cool little tune, you know? Y'all, we're at negative 3.7 dBs. So just turning on our drums ate into 2.3 dBs of our headroom, which is why we want to make sure we're staying within the negative 12 dBs for our tracks, why we want to make sure we're gain staging correctly, and setting our future selves up for success. So now that we know our drums boost our whole track to negative 3.7, we can bring this down negative 2.3 to offset that back to negative 6. And then we should be coming in at negative 6. Yeah, so it's right around there. Anybody from the audience want to add any more vocals before we move on? No, yeah, you sure? Okay. Let's move on. I'm just going to loop that. Make sure it starts at 9. Okay, now our track is coming in at negative 6, so we're going to get into negative 4. So I'm going to turn this down because I'm assuming it's the drums. Negative 4 is still interesting. That's okay. That's why we create headroom, so that we can really push things if we need to. Okay, from here you'll want to add a limiter. You'll want to monitor your, let me see, it's called your true peak, which is going to give you a better sense for how loud things are. And then a loudness meter, which is going to show you in LUFS how loud your track is. So it's going to be dynamic, metering, loudness meter for Logic. And we'll see where we're at right now. Okay, so our mono signal is coming in at roughly like negative 18, negative 20. Our stereo signal is around like 20, and then integrated negative 18. So we need about 6 dBs to boost this to where it needs to be, so that it's ready for video or for streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, or even things like YouTube. So we're going to go back to our other tools on the track and then use the limiter to kind of boost into that range we're looking for. Okay, so we're getting closer to negative 14. Y'all, I just heard strings. I hate to do it to y'all, but I have to add strings real quick. Yeah, too. Gotta do it. Can I not make this a strings track? It's okay. Stings. Those are nice. And then with some of these preloaded instruments, they come with reverbs already attached. So I'm gonna let's see that. Where is it? That's cool. Y'all, obviously this shit don't have to be perfect, but just use that, internal melodic compass to get to where you need to go. I think this is sounding good. Okay. So we'll bring this in at bar 9 to kind of give the first 8 some room to breathe. I'll loop that there. Give it another 8 count and then bring it back. Let's do the same for vocals. Oh, I see. You could hear the timing was slightly off for that second degree in the progression. All right, cool. So yeah, y'all can just have fun with it. Again, this isn't perfect, but I think it's a good little vibe, you know. So with the limiter, this is basically just like a brick wall of a compressor. It is a compressor, but you're compressing. I think it's like infinitely upwards. We're not going to get into the nerdiness of it, but just know you can use this and set your output level to negative 0.1 so that you're not peaking, so that you're not distorting. I'm already boosting 3.5 dBs, and that's got us at looks like negative 1.9. So I might need to boost another 1.7 dBs. See what that looks like. Okay, so now we're at negative 0.1. So the limiting is kicking in. I like to mix the limiter in so that it's just barely kissing the output level, so that we're not like squashing anything and, you know, kind of like destroying it. So what I like to do is go just to where it's 0.1 under our output level, and then boost 0.1 so that it's right there at the threshold. So we'll go to the noisy part of the track. I wanted to see the negative 0.2. So I think we're there, y'all. Okay. I am going to call it there for the gain tweaking on the limiter, the multimeter. So if you're really getting into the production side of things and you're using Logic, you want to use the multimeter, and you want to aim for your left, true peak, and right, true peak, to sit close to negative 1. This is how you'll know that the left and right sides are balanced in your mix. This correlation bar will also show you if there are any discrepancies or kind of like holes in the frequency range. This one surprisingly looks pretty good, all things considered. Our left is pretty lopsided. It looks a little bit louder than the right. But for what we're creating today, I think it's a solid start. Cool. And then integrated, we're at negative 15. We do want to aim for negative 12. However, that's more so for like mastered music, like mastered pop music, really. So that is going to be quite a loud track. So if you're coming in at negative 0.1, you're going to be okay, especially if you're not mixing towards a mastered like musical project. So from here, let's go ahead and bounce it. So I'll set my loop to about right here. If you're working on like more high ticket projects, kind of like in the visual world, you'll want to make sure you're using an MP3 or, pardon me, a WAV file, just so that you're getting the highest quality. Otherwise, you can use an MP3 and there not be much of a difference in your quality of sound, but there will be a significant file size reduction for the MP3. Excuse me. And then let's see, so I'll just put it here under me. Yeah, sure. And then let's see, what should we call it? Class, what do we call this tune? Don't think about it too much.
Let's call it that.
Don't think about it too much? All right. Did I spell it right? Cool. Oh, what? Let's check it out. Here it is. Control? Thank you so much. Yes. This is what it's about. Stay away from AI in the music world. Hire your local musician or something, and yeah, y'all get creative. Hopefully, you leave this with a greater understanding of kind of like audio is not. It's not too different from video. There's a couple rules to kind of like craft your workflow around. For gain staging, make sure you're between -18 and -12 dBs. You want to mix into having 6 dBs of headroom until you master, and then you'll have another 6 dBs from there to like increase the sound or increase the volume. We were recording with a condenser microphone today, but that's also very subjective, very preferential. You have dynamic microphones, ribbon microphones, as well as shotgun microphones and some other types. For instrument and vocal recording, typically it'll be condenser or dynamic. And yeah, y'all. Hope you learned something. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We get to see that music video?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yo, if you're still here, there's a music video at the end.
I'm his agent.
Oh, okay. Yo, we're moving fast.
Secret agent, yeah.
I like movies about espionage.
There you go.
Yeah,
Non-violent secret agent.
best ones are.
Yeah.
Don't think about it too much. Okay, cool. Control? Can we play this music video, please?
It gets better now. I don't wanna just leave you alone. And I know how it goes too. I hate that I see myself out. I see myself out. holding my head as I wrote you a letter. And I know I ain't supposed to, I guess I'm no better. It was all in the way that you looked when I saw myself out. I saw myself out. Ooh, no, I can't do this alone. I'm tired. But to think that we had some control, that's appalling. And I know that you're just down the road, and that's farther from now. It's farther from now. Ooh, now. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Don't know where your head is, but I wrote you a letter. Do we forfeit the lesson if we're calling and checking up? And we falling from where we've come, and all that still weighs against my heart. And apart to rise as the stars we are. All in my head as I wrote you. I'm just thinking about how to compose this. There's a million to say, but just one that's okay for right now. Maybe I'll see you around.
This is sort of just an introductory workshop into like getting into your flow with mixing or with recording and mixing, processing, and then hopefully mastering as well. So stay tuned, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Is it an open studio now?
It is, yeah. Feel free to come up, produce a little bit, you know. You're like, nah, not me.
No. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you for coming. Y'all welcome. It's coming up, it's coming up. Should have it, should have it.